Hello friends, welcome to part 122 of Laravel 12 multi-vendor e-commerce series. So we will continue working on the multi-vendor system, and in this part we will complete the vendor details and will work on the functionality of approving and disapproving the vendor by the admin. So let's start. First, we are going to modify the vendors module in the vendor panel where the vendor can able to update its details. This is the admin panel, and I'm going to log in into the admin panel as well as I'm going to log in into the vendor panel at the same time. Okay, here I'm going to log in into the admin by the admin, and I'm going to open another window, and here you can see that here we are going to add here the vendors link. Also, after subadmin we are going to add the vendors link. Right now we can able to access the vendors like this, and we will also add vendor approve disapprove button. Here we are going to add the button to approve and disapprove the vendor, so that the admin can able to approve and disapprove any vendor. So these few things we are going to do in this part. So let's follow the instructions that you can find under video. These are the steps that we are going to take. So first, we are going to update the vendor fields. We have not used all the fields so far. I'm going to log in into the vendor panel and will show you. I'm going to log in with one of the vendor like Amit vendor at viewapmail.com. Okay, after login, we can go to the vendor details. Sorry, shop details. And here in shop details, you can see fields are not complete. There are very few fields, but some of the fields are left that we are going to add. Already we have added those fields in table, but here we need to add. So these are the fields like business details. We are going to add inside the business details after shop address. We are going to add city, state, pin code, country, and website. So I'm going to copy this code and will paste there. In our I am going to open this file edit vendor slash edit blade file. So here I'm going to add this one in the business details. Going to align it. So here I'm going to check once. Now you can see we are able to add city, state, pin code, country, and website fields in the business details section. So now we are going to add some more fields that are pending. We are going to add the KYC details. We are going to add business license as well as the address proof test. Okay. So business license number we are going to add in KYC details. Here you can see after PAN number we can add the business license number, and also we are going to add the address proof type. So these two fields we can add after the PAN number. So I'm going to check now. Here you can see that we have modified the KYC details, and here we have added the business license number as well as the address proof type. Okay, so now all the fields are here in the vendor details. Now I'm going to update and will try. So model is already correct, validation is already complete, nothing to do, vendor service is already correct. Okay, nothing to do here as well. So now I will try to update. Let's add something like side makers, shop number, and shop address, city, state, pin code, country, website. Okay, bank details, any bank details you can add. Sorry, account holder name, then account number, then bank name, then IFC code, GST number, PAN number, okay, and license number. So whatever image we are going to upload, the we need to mention that what we are going to upload, right? Like Aadhaar is famous in India, we can add here the Aadhaar, and we can just simplify the Aadhaar. Here I have just added my own pic, okay, and finally we are required to save and details. Let's see. Okay, so we need to make sure that the mobile number is of the 10 digit 9876543210. Okay, so here we are going to add once again this address proof image, and now we are going to save the vendor details. And now you can see that we not able to save the new fields, but old fields we able to save. So we need to see whether all these fields are there in our vendor model. Okay, we need to make sure, and also we are saving, and also we are going to check its table as well, so that we are having these columns in the vendor underscore details table. So we will verify once. We require to update the vendor detail request, and here you can see that I have added all the columns. Earlier the columns are not complete. You can check the earlier columns are like this: shop name, shop mobile, shop address, but additional columns are not there. So I have modified this complete file, and you can see now I have added all the columns in this file. Okay, so now we can able to update. Now I will try to update once again. I'm going to refresh, and we'll add here all the fields. So I have added these fields. You can check the issue has come. The shop email field is required. Okay, the shop email field is required. That was earlier not there. Okay, so one more field we are required to add, shop email field. Okay, so here after website or before this field we can add the email shop email field as well. uh, Email, we are going to make it shop email. Type is email. Okay, so now we are going to try once again. We'll add all the columns once again. So any number we are going to add, Aadhaar we are going to give here, and we'll try once again. This time you can see we are able to update all the fields. Okay, so it's fine now. Now we can follow further. We are going to follow the further steps, and here you can see that we are going to show these vendors at the left sidebar of the admin panel. Okay, so I'm going to uh, add this one here in the sidebar. I'm going to open the sidebar and we'll modify this one. We'll check here the vendors module where it is. It's not at all added, so I'm going to add this under management section. If this is for admin only, Like this one is for admin only. So what I can do, I can just copy this one and we'll add inside this. After subadmin, we can show this one, these vendors as well. Okay, so now we can check here. Vendors must be shown after subadmins. Yes, here it is. You can see the subadmins, and after subadmins, vendors also there. But here one more thing we are required to do. Here in session, we need to add here uh, in admin vendor management, we need to add subadmins as well as the vendors. Subadmins as well as the vendors. And the same we are going to add here as well. Now we are going to check once we open this vendors panel. Here it must selected as well. Yes, it is selected at the left sidebar. Okay, you can see. So now we are going to add the approve disapprove button here. Okay, so let's add this button. Uh, Here we are going to modify this showblade file, vendor showblade file. We are going to add just update this one there. The script we are going to add. I'm going to open the approved vendor. It's not there, but I'm going to open the approved. Here it is. So in case of pending, if it is pending, will not mention pending. Instead of that, we are going to uh, add this one. Okay. So here you can see the approve a vendor button will come there, and we are going to add its route in web.php file. I'm going to check for the vendor. It's part of the admin as well. So we are going to add it here only. Like this. Okay. So here we are going to add this approve vendor in admin controller. At last function, we are going to add approve vendor. And we're going to add its JS as well in custom.js file and admin. At last to approve the vendor. Now we are going to try. We're going to refresh this one. See, it's yeah, approve vendor. So vendor can approve from here. I'm going to click on approve vendor. It is asking you approve this vendor. If I click on OK, then it will approve. If I click on cancel, it will do nothing. So if I have clicked on cancel and it's not done anything, now I'm going to click on OK, approve this vendor. So let's see. Yes, the vendor has been approved. You can see is KY status is now approved. And once we will click on vendors as well, you can see this vendor is now approved. Okay. So we will continue working on this multi-vendor module in the next part as well. And we are going to work on its email as well. Once the vendor gets approved, then we will send the email to the vendor that your account has been approved. Now you can log in. Okay. So we will continue working on this one in the next part as well. So please stay tuned for that and do subscribe as well as join the channel. It's the Stack Developers YouTube channel. You can search for this channel and you can open this channel. And after opening this channel, you can simply subscribe as well as join the channel to get the complete source code. Okay, so you can open this channel and you can join the channel to get the complete source code. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.